Today we discuss what made Five Nights at Freddy's 3 the least liked, or in some cases most hated FNAF game in the series. There are still plenty of people who like this game, me being one of them, but I decided to look further into this topic. I've divided this video into 5 chunks that make up a good FNAF game: the animatronics,
the lore,
the atmosphere, the gameplay, and the expectation versus reality, hype. First off, animatronics. In FNAF 3, you're given really only one true animatronic, Springtrap, the rest being hallucinations. There are 6 phantom animatronics: Phantom Puppet, Phantom BB, Foxy, Freddy, Mangle, and, resisting the urge to say watermelon, Chica. These animatronics, in my opinion, are alright. They aren't anything special, but they kinda all look the same to me. Springtrap is the interesting one, however, being a truly haunting spectacle, yet lacking a proper jump scare. There you go! Next off, you can't talk about FNAF without mentioning
the lore!
Despite the bland night completion minigames, the game has a lot to offer in terms of Easter eggs. You can do a whole bunch of tasks sequentially and end up with hidden minigames that, when completed properly, reward you with the good ending, Happy as Today, which unfortunately is probably not canon. I do really like the phone calls, though. They are very helpful from a lore standpoint, outright confirming some theories that fans had, and creating more. The atmosphere of this game is immaculate, however. It is truly one of the most atmospheric games this series has to offer. But the shadowing problem is the lack of stressful noises. The whir that Springtrap makes when he is nearby is good, but not as good as the sirens that are heard in FNAF 2. Those really have me on the edge of my seat. And a big problem with FNAF 3 is the gameplay. It seems very fussy and unintuitive, sometimes even straight up unresponsive. You could be calling him into one room adjacent to the room he is in, and he'll choose whether he wants to listen or not, it seems. And lastly, a main component and reason for FNAF 3's hate would be the hype leading up to it. I actually joined the FNAF fanbase right before the release of this game, and when it came out, I remember the feeling of letdown, and I understand it. When you have developed a fanbase and have reached maximum hype for your game, but then come out with this, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is not bad, but I still can't help but see it as a mediocre gameplay experience compared to the previous games. There are still plenty of good things about this game, obviously. I recommend watching this video by Postra, link in the description. FNAF 2 was an amped up version of FNAF 1, and it's hard to tell what FNAF 3 is going for. It's just reused too many concepts without adding anything too new to the idea of FNAF. FNAF 3 isn't bad, just not the best that the Five Nights at Freddy's series has to offer. Aside from the relatively basic map, the atmosphere is still very good, and the gameplay is one of the more stressful ones in the series. I can't help but have a more positive outlook on this game. It holds a very special spot in my heart, because it was like the welcoming game for me. It was the beginning of my time in the FNAF fanbase. If you enjoyed this video, good, expect more in the future. I love Five Nights at Freddy's, and I hope to post more in the future. Thank you for watching. Peace.